Gather around the pond, kick off your shoes, let the day drift on. Speak your truth, we'll pass it along. Soft little ripples inside and beyond. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Oh yeah. Look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. Tell me you're weak, every high, every wrong. We'll laugh till it loosens what you carried so long. Hands round 'em up, stories stacked like stones. Friend after friend turns this place into home. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Hey, look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. If your heart feels heavy, bring it here, lay it down. Let the breeze rewrite it, watch it flow out of town. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Ah! Look at the clouds rolling on. Yeah, we belong. We belong by the pond.
Well, I'm over here talking away and I'm muted. I don't have my camera on. I'm just doing the whole damn thing with nothing. There we go. I'm square. I hate being. It's a position thing. It's a position thing. Hi, welcome in. Hi. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you could stop by, hang out in Rubber Ramada Reviews, hanging out in the duck pond. We are just going to review a few things tonight. We're going to hang out. I have nothing extravagant. I just have things to say. You know, it's one of those things, one of those nights of things to say. Teresa. And I got Mahio and Hannah Banana and Clover. Thank you all for showing up. See who else rolls in. I know it's kind of early. I think I hit go live a little bit early, but I was having makeup issue. I took my eyeliner out, right? And I twisted it up to go use it. I went like this. And when I did the dog jump and I went like that, and the whole tip, absolutely, Teresa, you can share anything you want, love. The whole tip of eyeliner flew out across the room. So then I had to go dig up another eyeliner. So this one's now trash. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And let me go. Y'all be quiet. They're not going to listen. Let me go make them be quiet. Let me go make them be quiet before I get too far into this. I'll be right back because they're going to bark. Okay, one, go. No, and here, go. Go. No, don't growl. Let's go. Go. Go lay down. Okay. Well, I'm not giving you a treat. Why are you running over there? You think I'm going to give you a treat? Lola goes running to her kennel thinking she's getting a treat. She knows that when she goes in her kennel, her daddy gives her a treat. So she got all excited. She thinks she's getting a treat. So, anyways, hi. I see. Maria showed up. Maria, why are you up so late, love? Maria, why are you up so late? Yes, tell me your true crime, Teresa. You can always put true crime in here. I don't care. I'm not picky like that. My hair's all over the place. I was talking on the phone a minute ago, and yeah, I went to go rub my hair to see how like really bad messed up it was. And I went whoop, and I hung up on her. Just bloop, right in the middle of rubbing my hair. Bloop, just hung up on her. And then I had to send her a text. Oops, bye. Sorry, didn't mean that. You're stressing. Why are you stressing, Maria? No stress allowed. No stress allowed. We can't stress in here. See, Courtney Clenny and Donna Adelson lived across Biscayne Bay from each other. Donna's condo building is more expensively, probably because it has a view of the ocean versus Courtney's view of the bay. Yes, I'm gonna let Hio cover those tonight. Tomorrow, Hannah. So I'm not gonna cover those. I'm gonna let Hio's gonna hit on all that tomorrow night. I'm just gonna stick with we're gonna review. That's good knowledge, Teresa, because I didn't know that. But I didn't know they lived like right next across from each other. I that blows me away. Didn't know that. Carl Ferguson, but you're heading to bed. Well, hit that thumbs up for me, Carl, if you don't mind, before you scoot out. But I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see what else we got. You're feeling exhausted, maybe stressed. Yeah. Yeah. Did you just got through a spring break recently? Hannah, shut the fuck up. Why? No, Hannah, you could talk all you want. Hannah didn't say hi. Hannah. Oh, I'm reading the wrong names, everything. Y'all, I'm all over the place tonight. I had to run and make sure I was saying the right thing. But speaking of eyeliner, I switched to Wonder Skin brand. Found it on Amazon. You have to wear it. Oh my God. I would look, I'm gonna write that down. Hold up, because I have such a problem. And then somebody told me to go over to Ilk Massage or something and do this trial thing. Girl, that makeup thing came out. It was crazy expensive. I said, good Lord. Let's see. It's called Wonder Skin Brand. WonderSkin. Yeah, I've got to find a new eyeliner, especially since I've been doing my makeup, because when I don't come on stream, I don't do my makeup. I don't wear makeup around the house. I don't know. I don't have no reason to, you know? Good to see you, Mustang. Glad everybody's here. So tonight I wanted to do the first thing we were going to do is the verdict of what we were watching last night. So they're going to do the verdict, and then we'll watch the I want to do the y'all, my words are not wording. The impact statements from the relatives, and then we're gonna jump into crazy stuff. So, but I wanted to do this because out of respect, I do want to put this as part of a conclusion to the Christopher Preciado trial. Got your coffee. Thanks for hanging in the duck pond. And Ava's in the wrong room. Somebody go redirect Ava.
Okay, thank you. May be seated. I understand there is a verdict. If the fourth person could please rise. Is it unanimous?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, if you could hand it to the deputy, please. Thank you.
Leave all the crayons to Kika. You're always in the wrong room. Somebody go retrieve Ava.
If Mr. Preciado, please rise. Count one, capital murder of more than one person in the same criminal transaction. Verdict form. We, the jury, find the defendant Christopher Ray Preciado guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in count one of the indictment. Signed the presiding judge.
Anybody want to reread that? Because I didn't notice. Our teacher of the chat noticed. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, rewind. Okay. He said he was guilty. I'm sorry.
In the same criminal transaction. Verdict form. We, the jury, find the defendant Christopher Ray Preciado guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. Signed, the presiding juror. Count 2, capital murder, murder of individual under the age of 10. We, the jury, find the defendant Christopher Ray Preciado guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. Signed, the presiding juror.
That was for baby Fabian.
Count 3, capital murder, intentional murder during robbery. We, the jury, find the defendant Christopher Ray Preciado guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in count 3 of the indictment. Signed, the presiding juror. Is there anything we need to address from the attorneys at this time?
I'd like to hold the jury.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Okay, they're going to pull the jury. Everybody agrees. So we're going to watch the impact statements. It's 6 minutes long. They're cut down. They're condensed. Very, very guilty. He was guilty on all 3 counts. So hopefully we're going to get a guilty. Why so many cops? Well, the whole place, you had to have like major security because they were talking about family justice if he didn't get pled guilty. I mean, you know, they were really serious about not taking his crap and making sure that he paid for what he did. So let's listen to the victim impacts of the relatives and friends. Yeah, it was really a serious trial. I mean, he took out it was a murder of a woman, her 9-month-old pregnant. She was 9 months pregnant. She was fixing to be induced, and then you know, her boyfriend. So yeah, gang.
victim impact, please.
I'm be quiet while this is gonna be 6 minutes long. I'm gonna be quiet while they do this out of respect because I don't want to interrupt. And then we'll get into some crazy stuff. I've got some there was a good Lord, I can't even speak. A cold case that was solved, and I want to get into that after this.
Just for the record, I'm tendering the trial court certification.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's start with this.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know, like, how great the impact our family was by this. You, your mom, and your dad. It's a special place for y'all. I know y'all visit both of them. Great. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Okay, the volume is kind of weird here, so I'm gonna boost it a little bit and turn it down. I have pre-listened to all this. It was a very stressful courtroom, Maria. Very stressful. I'm gonna hit play. Hopefully, I'm not gonna blow your eardrum. So,
You should take your precious from us. You took my granddaughter, my great grandson. You will never see him again. But I'm glad that they found him guilty. And you will have the rest of your life to think about the consequences they took from us. You're gonna regret every day of your life for what you did to my granddaughter. You're gonna see it every day. You'll never see the day of light out here. And you'll never see my granddaughter. Or my great grandson for that matter. So think about what you did.
you took Matthew and you took their unborn son. This is the cousin that has been running the Facebook site.
didn't even have a chance to live. Not one day. Me and my cousin planned together to raise our children. And she did not get to do that with me because you took her from us. But I know one day you will finally get what you deserve because you took something and you have no remorse for any of us. And her mother right here and her father, they cannot talk, but I will. I will talk for my cousin and her boyfriend and their unborn son. They did not deserve what you've done to them. But I'm glad that they see you guilty because you will spend the rest of your life regretting everything that you have took from each and every one of us in here.
Matthew was my brother. He's my best friend. And I just want to say you are a very stupid person, and I can't believe you and your clown attorney wasted everybody's time. That pathetic excuse of self-defense. I hope wherever you go, they know who you are and what you did, and they treat you accordingly.
It's Matthew's brother. Matthew's brother. Hope they know what you did and treat you accordingly. Okay, and I'm going to take the boost off. I think this is the one that's louder. There's one that's real low that I have to adjust for. This one. Hang on.
Matthew Gabriel was my son.
Okay, I'm going to boost it just a little bit. This is so hard to hear. This is the father of Matthew Guetta.
He was born October 26th. Matthew Gabriel was my son. He was born October 26, 2001. My mom premature on my birthday. He was God's gift to me. All of us was a little over 22 years to have my son. And, I'll be the first to admit he didn't walk on water like Mr. Evans. And to hear those voices, recklessly and cold-hearted you spoke about him, because we all related. And being born saved my life in more ways than I can ever say. He made me a better person, and in the 2 years and 3 months that he's been gone, at times I didn't think my family would survive this tragedy. Even though I know he's not physically here anymore, I know he's still here with me. And he's the only reason that I made it through this trial without putting my hands on this legal time justice. Regardless of the narrative that's put out there by Matthew, that we're inseparable in love, and we rival dating, had caused me to make some changes that we never had to see. David was my first grandson. And in my very first interview, I said the Bible speaks that vengeance is his, and your next stop is penitentiary. And I believe with all my heart that'll be your hell here on earth before you go to hell, where you spend all eternity.
And even though it was stated in the trial that there were no witnesses, no fingerprints, no DNA, it's all recorded in heaven. And the great judge, no respect to the judge here, but the greatest judge in heaven has it all recorded. And I don't know if the Preciado family is in here, but they need to prepare to meet that final judge, who there is no excuses because everything is recorded. And Matthew had a heart of gold, and I miss him very much every day. But I know I'll see him someday. Thank you.
Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot. So with that, let's do a little riff, little, let's see, I have something. Nope, not that. We're going to look at a couple animal videos just to clear the palate before we get into a cold case. Look at the bird.
Hold it.
It's Mr. Krabs.
Way. Put him right here.
He looks so cute. Oh my God.
Why are you still here? Go away.
Wilson just coughed and farted.
Okay. So, oh look, Sea Mastiff's on my kick. Welcome in, Sea Mastiff. I'm gonna have to just give you a wrench over there so you can just run the place. Oh no, we needed that refresher. Just something to kind of clear the air because that was kind of heavy. That was a lot. So the cow farted. Whew. Okay, I got to reshare my screen because for some reason that happens. Okay, so I'm gonna let them tell the story, and this is actually, you know what? Let me see. Hang on. Let me find the actual story, and we can watch it. Okay, so this is a special report. This was from my local news station. Let's see. And it did it again, damn it. It lost sound again. Okay, damn it. There we go. Here we go. So this is a cold case. This is the case of Lover's Lane, and it's from Houston. In 1990, Cheryl Henry and Andy Atkins, and this is going to tell the story. So we're going to kind of pause. We're going to talk through it and stuff. What a little bit of info I can give you, and then we will get to the part. I don't know if it's in here. Actually, it might be. He was arrested today. He did have his he had a court hearing. So I do have some of that somewhere. So I'm gonna hit this play and let this play for a minute.
Now on KHOU 11 News, a long-awaited break in a case that's haunted Houston for nearly 4 decades.
She died when she was 23. So she's been gone longer than she was alive.
A young couple found murdered on a dark and isolated road known as Lover's Lane. No witnesses and very little evidence.
I found her purse and shoes in a white car.
Investigators chased leads for years, then decades, as families desperately waited for answers that never seemed to come.
What happened? Who did it? I'm curious of what this person's been doing all their life, how they've been able to live with it every day.
Now, finally, an arrest. A man with a long criminal history found hundreds of miles away. Investigators moving closer to justice for 2 victims who
See, I had all this pulled up. I hadn't watched this one, but I had a whole bunch of bits and pieces pulled up together. So it's really funny. They have everything put together that I had pulled up. So I'm glad they have all this put together.
Story Houston never forgot.
When I was notified of this, I almost dropped the phone. I was stunned.
In this KHOU 11 special, how investigators finally cracked the case, what we know about the accused killer, and we hear from the people who covered it from day one.
This is Cold Case Arrest, the Lover's Lane murders.
And here we are, after 36 years, this stunning development, an arrest made in one of Houston's most infamous cold cases. Thank you for joining us. I'm Len Cannon.
And I'm Mia Gradney. It was the summer of 1990. Cheryl Henry and Andy Atkinson were young and in love. The couple drove to a remote stretch of road called Lover's Lane. By morning, that quiet road turned into a crime scene.
Yeah, the decades went by with no break in this case until now. 64-year-old Floyd William Perot was arrested in Lincoln, Nebraska. He's now charged with capital murder.
Jason Miles.
If you look at the drawn picture and look at his actual picture and back him up 35, 36 years, I see it with a little bit of hair I mean, it really looked like him. So I was kind of shocked.
Has more from where the double murder occurred back in August of 1990.
This is a business park these days, but back in 1990, it was mostly undeveloped, with a so-called Lover's Lane where this young couple lost their lives in a very brutal way. Families of Cheryl Henry and Andy Atkinson, who've shared their pain over the years.
They tortured them, they assaulted them, and then they murdered them and just destroyed our family.
We're among those learning today of stunning developments in the infamous cold case, the arrest of 64-year-old Floyd Perot, who would have been in his late 20s when the young couple were killed.
You understand the claims and demands being made by the state of Texas?
Yes, Your Honor. This is video of Perot being arraigned this afternoon in Lincoln, Nebraska, where he was taken into custody.
My hat's off to the investigators, all of them that came together, and they never forgot Cheryl and Andy.
Andy Kahn with Crime Stoppers of Houston.
And I know this was a big deal for them, and it's an even bigger deal for the families.
It was August of 1990 when Henry and Atkinson, who were dating, were found dead in a then remote area off Enclave Parkway. According to investigators, Henry had been sexually assaulted and her throat was cut, while Atkinson was found tied to a tree and nearly decapitated. Golf clubs and balls from his trunk pointed to Henry's body, which was partially covered by wooden boards. Over the years, hundreds of leads were chased, but according to charging documents, a tip found during a review of the case file led to Perot, who worked about a mile from the scene at the time of the crime.
Yes, he was from Texas. He did, and that's what they just said. He worked a mile from the scene of where they were found down on Lover's Lane. And imagine, the fact that he had been gone. Any relation to Ross Perot? No, I think he spells his name. I think it's actually Parrot, and it looks like parrot, but it's Perot. But yeah, I can remember when this happened. I was fresh out of high school, and I remember when it happened and where I was when I heard this on the news. So I just find it interesting that all these years later, this is actually a solved crime. And hey, content, glad you made it in, hun. That for 36 years, this man thought he was scot-free living in, I think they said Wisconsin or somewhere. I think they said Wisconsin. And had this whole time that he just thought was a senior in high school. I had actually just graduated. I graduated in June of 90. So, and this happened in August. They haven't said. Let's listen.
I may have buried, the evidence, but finally, 36 years later, the evidence finally was able to connect somebody to be charged.
We should learn many more details during a news conference tomorrow that the DA's office is planning to hold along with HPD, the FBI, and others. In West Houston, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
These murders have gone unsolved for almost 36 years. Let's walk you through now the history of the case. Cheryl Henry and Andy Atkinson were last seen August 22nd, 1990 at Bayou Mama's nightclub. Investigators say the couple then drove to a remote area known as Lover's Lane in West Houston. The very next day, a security guard discovered their car with some belongings in it. And that same morning, Cheryl and Andy's bodies were found. Then 11 years later, police received a letter offering information in the case. It turned up no leads. Years later, police then connected the suspect's DNA to a sex assault that happened just 2 months before the murders, but a suspect in this was never named. Investigators continued to pursue the case for decades. Then yesterday, this man, 64-year-old William Perot, was arrested in Lincoln, Nebraska. And this morning, the Harris County District Attorney announced Perot is now charged with capital murder in connection to this 1990 cold case. Troy Kless joins us now with a closer look at Perot and his connections to Houston.
I'm here in White Oak Crossing in New Caney, where I spoke to multiple neighbors who say that Perot lived here several years ago. One woman tells me that she didn't interact with him much, but was surprised to learn of his involvement in the Lover's Lane case. And according to Harris County criminal records, he has several violent crimes that he had been convicted of in the.
So I have a problem reading this. Straight off the bat. I have a problem. So from 1988 to 1997, he had several violent criminal charges. Okay. This incident of murder took place in August of 1990. Didn't do fingerprints back then. We didn't do DNA. I mean, we may have done fingerprints, but we didn't do DNA back then. DNA was still relatively new. I know that for a fact because in 1991 is when my daughter was born, around the same time as Hannah, and I had asked to do a DNA test. So, it was fairly new to us and being in the Houston area. So, we didn't do DNA back then. Not like they do now. So, he had all these violent criminal charges. This could have been solved so much earlier.
Past. One of the earliest cases
But I believe
we
they
can
used
find
a
is from
family tree to get it.
1988, where Perot was charged with impersonating a police officer. Perot was also charged with a sexual assault back in 1996. According to court documents, they say an HPD report from that particular assault listed Floyd William Perot as a suspect, and DNA evidence from that case was placed into a CODIS database. As
What? Say that again?
HPD report from that particular assault, at least the earliest cases we can find, is from 1988, where Perot was charged with impersonating a police officer. Perot.
Okay. See, I didn't listen to all this, y'all. I'm gonna have. Is it me or is it the volume low? Is the volume low? Yeah, there were. Yeah, well, you're right, Mustang. Is the volume low for y'all? Because if it's low, I can boost it a little bit. Because I don't know if it's just me that I don't have my speaker turned up or what.
Was also charged with a sexual assault back in 1996. According to court documents,
The volume is low or is it loud? Low or loud? Because I can boost it. I'm going to boost it just because I can. All right.
they say an HPD report from that particular assault listed Floyd William Perot as a suspect, and DNA evidence from that case was placed into a CODIS database. As far as his connections to Houston, he does have some family living here.
So they did put his DNA in the database back then. Okay. Y'all see, this is blind. So interesting. So why did it take so long if they put his DNA in the database back then?
However, former neighbors tell us that Perot left the Houston area sometime in 2019 or 2020. I did speak with a son-in-law of Perot who was unaware of the recent charges. He says that Perot was not very close to his daughters, and he does have other businesses that he operated here in Harris County. Reporting in New Caney, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.
So let's get to more on Floyd Perot now.
Yeah, KHOU 11 Investigates discovered that lengthy criminal history Troy just talked about, including a pattern of impersonating a cop. Jeremy Rogowski here with more. Jeremy?
Records show he was arrested 3 times for impersonating a police officer, twice before the Lovers Lane double murder and once after the grisly crime.
In 1988, records show Floyd William Perot pretended he was a sergeant with the Department of Defense and was driving a car displaying emergency equipment. Perot received 1-year probation, violated the terms, and got 9 months in jail. Then in July 1990, just 5 weeks before the Lovers Lane murders, he was arrested on 2 counts of impersonating a cop, claiming he was a deputy constable for Precinct 4 and Precinct 5. Perot made bond and was back out on the street. And exactly 1 week after the Lovers Lane murders, he pleaded guilty in that case and got a 2-year prison sentence. The pattern continued in 1996. Perot, in a car with emergency lights, pulled over a driver for supposed expired plates and demanded $100 cash to let him go. Searches of Perot's car and home later turned up numerous police-related items, including counterfeit IDs and badges for several law enforcement agencies.
Perot was sentenced to 20 years in that case, but was released on parole after serving about 3 years behind bars. The question for investigators at their upcoming news conference is, do they believe Perot was pretending to be a cop when he approached that young couple in West Houston on
That was my
so-called Lover's
question.
Lane. Len and Mia.
Yeah, we will find out when investigators do reveal more. Jeremy, thank you. As we know, there were hundreds of leads in the Lover's Lane case over the
So, yeah, so they haven't said whether or not with him impersonating the cops had anything to do with these murders. I need to look for that press conference tomorrow. We'll finish watching this. Ow, my foot itches.
years, but they went nowhere. But one development stood out. A sketch created
Ellis.
years ago in a completely different investigation.
2 months before the Lover's Lane murders, an exotic dancer was sexually assaulted by a man. She helped generate a sketch of him. That sketch is now connected to today's suspect. And the forensic artist behind it, Lois Gibson, joins us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, this
Let's
is our lady.
start with the
Hio.
sexual assault.
Hio, ding ding, Hio. This is Lois. This is the same lady that did the drawing of Nancy Guthrie's missing the drawing of the suspect she has in mind, looking through the mask with her ways that, you know, she does the drawings. The sketch artist. This is our sketch artist, Lois, that did it for the Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie. Yeah, she's the lady that did that sketch. That sketch that you've been seeing going around of yeah, we accommodated our own minds and resembled him to James. This is our James sketch lady. This is Lois.
Investigation. What did the victim remember, and how did she describe the suspect that you were able to capture?
Well, look at the sketch. He's got a dead look to him. He's got a dead look, and I'm so glad they found him. I want to say to Cheryl Henry's people and Andy Atkinson, you're not going to be glad when you go to court, because he's going to look like he's dead. He's going to look boring, because I've seen a half a dozen serial killers, and they're so dead, they're so relaxed that the families get upset and they almost want to cry because they want him to be agitated and like a monster. I had to take him back and go, look, he's dead. So I'm so glad you families of these victims, you're going to get justice, but don't expect him to look like what you think a killer in a movie. He's going to be dead.
Yeah.
He's dead inside.
So as a sketch artist, take us behind the scenes, so to speak, in your mind. What is it that stood out as you started to put this sketch together?
The biggest thing that stood out, it was a huge case. I had been to the medical examiners to pick up a skull for a reconstruction, and I saw the pictures of the victims on somebody's desk, because that's what they do. And they were tortured with real deep cuts for a long time before he did their throats. And he killed them in a very, very slow way. And I couldn't get it out of my mind. And I've never forgotten this. Never. I even thought of it last week. And then I tell myself, but it's not solved. But it is. I found out today, finally, after 36 years. Never forgot it. Never forgot it.
But what stood out in terms of when you start to sketch the suspect in your head based on the information?
Look at the sketch. He's
Extra
boring.
blessed.
He's a normal looking white guy. He's unremarkable. He looks like 100,000 guys, but he does have that dead look. And if you look at the sketch and the photograph, he's got that same disinterested mouth.
Lois, when did you and the suspect from that sexual assault, when did you two meet and create the sketch? Was it before the murders or after they happened? Because the sexual assault happened 2 months before Lover's Lane.
It was after the murders. They thought about it, but they said, wow, some detectives said, it's so close. She was raped right if you walked into the woods just near.
And these two pictures are from two different incidents. There was somebody from a strip bar. And that's what one of these, but the one in the middle is from what I'm understanding.
Where she was sexually assaulted, you would see the murder scene, but it was after. And these murderers, they go back to look and see what they did. So he was enjoying her sexual assault. But if you want to see what I got, look at the sketch. I do everything what the witness says, every little detail. And he's got that dead look of a serial killer.
But at the time, we were looking in hindsight, did you have a sense that maybe this could be tied to something bigger?
I was told it could be tied to the double murder, because I've been doing this 43 years, and I'm working with these detectives. That's why they had had to do her. And I was so glad she was real cooperative. And because of her business, she was good at remembering faces. And I did think it would look like them. And I remember I was assaulted. That's why I do this work. And I was nearly killed. So I told her that. So we commiserated. But I thought, yes, I hope it's connected to this homicide. But I had to wait 36 years to find out.
Unbelievable. Years later, there was technology that was used to what I call advance age, the original sketch that you did. What are your thoughts about the aged image? Is it close to how you would have drawn it if someone said, give us a version of him decades later?
I did that age progression.
You did the age
Yes, I can tell. Yes, I do those.
Oh, she did the age. Okay, so this is an age progression. So she did that. That was my mistake. I thought that was from another one. And heel caught up. Understood. Boing, boing, boing. Y'all, we need something just to. Here we go. Wait.
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused.
Better than other things. I've gotten babies aged to 30 years and got them returned to their sister. No, I age progress. I can look at my grandbabies and see what they look like. You're going to age very well. But anyway, I did the age progression. And when I did it, I do remember when I did, I thought, oh, they haven't solved this yet. Can this help? And I kept losing hope.
Yeah. So you look at the images here, your sketches, and then the suspect today. What do you see when you compare all three images?
I see that I got to ask the detectives to give me some pictures of him when he was younger, but it's him. It's plain. Only thing I missed was a little bit on the eyebrows, just a little bit, and a little bit on the nose. No, it's really close. But if you look at the crease of the mouth and you look at his photograph, he's got that look, a dead look of serial killer.
I really see the similarity, and I think so many other people do, between the advanced age and today, and the mouth specifically,
That's it.
the lips and everything,
Yes.
and the downturn of his mouth as well.
I didn't have him lose enough hair. Okay, I flip a coin. A lot of hair or just receding hairline.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of guessing. Like I do facial reconstructions of skulls, and I get those really right. And so I'm a good guesser.
It's an inexact science, but there is a skill that you have shown over all these years.
I've helped catch more than 1,315, now 1,316 people with my sketches. And I'm in the Guinness Book of Records. I'm the best in the world because I've done a lot of work because I live in Houston. But this case, I thought of it last week and I tell myself, but it's not solved. But now today I was yelling and my husband goes, I'm trying to sleep. I go, no, I'm so happy.
You have closure just as these families finally have closure.
Oh yeah, the families, you're going to love the trial. You're not going to like how he looks, the Henry families and the Atkinsons, but you're going to love that place. It's a palace of truth. Everybody just tells the truth, and he's
Right,
going to walk
Lois?
out of there to a cell forever.
Lois Gibson, job well done. Thank you so much for spending time with us today and reflecting on everything.
Thank you, Lois.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Through the years, KHU11 has
Okay, so this is going to be a couple interviews with the family, and this is a little emotional. And I had this pulled together to show this part of the interview, and this was on something before he's arrested. So I'm sure there'll be more interviews that come out with the family now that he has been arrested. So
interviewed the victim's family. Former KHU11 journalist Sherman Chow sat down with Cheryl's mother in 2017. Here's a part of that interview as she recounts the moment police found her daughter's body.
To this day, Sherman, I know that if they had let me go to Cheryl, I
This
would
hurt.
have breathed into her and she'd be alive.
Joining me now to talk about the break in this case going back almost 36 years, my former KHU11 colleague, recently retired Sherman Chow. You covered this story. Thanks for being here. And Eric Hansen, former crime beat reporter for the Houston Chronicle. Eric, I want to start with you. Your immediate thoughts when you heard that there'd been arrest in this case.
Wow, I was just really surprised because it's been 36 years. I know they've worked it very, very hard. And actually, I'm very pleased, especially for the family. I remember this case vividly, even though it's been a long time. It's something it sticks to your mind.
Yeah. And so when we've all covered major stories, When this story broke, describe sort of like the mood in terms of the city. Was there fear? Was there worry? It's like, don't go to Lover's Lane ever again. What was the feeling?
Well, Lynn, at that time, there were a lot of murders in Houston. I mean, I would, people, yeah, I say so. Regarding the Lover's Lane thing, it was a rather secluded area at the time. Now it's the Energy Corridor.
Right.
I remember going out there and thinking it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of the city now, but nevertheless.
Yeah, you see the difference in the picture where they took away the buildings? See, this is how it was, and everybody we'd come and we'd hang out. You'd go and you'd hang out in these little neighborhoods down the back ends. This is west side of Houston, and they're going to tell you that on these tree lines, the tree lines to the far right of the screen is where they actually found the bodies. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I can see it barely, but over here in these tree lines is where they ended up finding the bodies. But you come out here and you park because it was secluded, it was quiet. And I'll back it up just a second, but you can see the way it has built up because it doesn't even look like that now. They're all odd in how they're answering these questions, Cindy. Nobody's wanting to say too much, it seems like to me. So
It was a rather secluded area at the time. Now it's the Energy Corridor.
Right.
I remember going out there and thinking it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of the city now, but nevertheless, yeah, there's fear. There were over 400 murders at that time, so that definitely something that. And this was a big deal because of the viciousness, just pure terror of the crime. It was horrible.
Yeah, and can you shed light on what are we talking about here? What exactly happened? I know we've covered some of it today.
Cheryl and Andy had been out together. Cheryl never came home, so the family called police. A missing persons report was issued. The next day, a security guard noticed a car parked on a cul-de-sac near this area, and then he saw it several hours later, became suspicious, so he called police. Patrol came out, ran the plate, and saw that it was attached to a missing persons.
Okay, I just tried not to laugh so hard when I saw that car. That HPD car just he looks like Louis. That HPD car made me bring back some memories. Whoo! Whoo! Last time I seen an HPD car like that, they were going knock, 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 knock. You know, you're not supposed to be doing that down here. It was another part of Lover's Lane. It was called the Brazos River Turnaround. Knock, knock, knock. You know, somebody was recently murdered down here. Okay, we'll go find somewhere else.
Did you not go to the scene that day?
When they found the body, I did, yes.
And what did investigators tell you had happened?
All they really knew was that, let me back up because it was unusual. And Cheryl's body was found first.
Was she in the car?
No, she was not in the car. She was behind some woods. I think that's a picture of it there. And his body was found 10 hours later, about 100 yards away. So it was an unusual crime scene. When I got there that morning, he was still missing and they had found her body. Okay. And also when police got there, the patrol saw the car, that there was some blood on the car that really got the wheels in motion very quickly.
What was the manner of death?
Stabbing.
To both of them?
Yes.
Mm. And Sherman, I know you talked to the family, the mother of Cheryl a few years ago. And I remember seeing that interview. She seemed to be holding on to the memory, even all these years later.
Yeah, I think it's, the reminder that it doesn't matter how many years pass, when something that awful happens, it really leaves this huge hole in your heart.
I will pause there to tell you, hold please, because the video after this will blow you away. If the bus is rocking, don't come a knocking. Keep that in mind. We'll finish this out and we'll go to the bus.
And I was looking at that story this morning after y'all called to tell me that
there'd been an arrest.
And like Eric, I was stunned. I got to tell you, I really thought this case would never be solved.
Because?
So much time had passed and there did not seem to be any positive leads. There was no witness ID, no sketch of a suspect. The last story that we had done was about a familial DNA link that had tied the suspect in this case to a rapist of an exotic dancer in Houston at about that time. And
Okay, so that's what I was confused about. So that's what I was thinking. Okay, the sketch artist was from the dancer, from the exotic dancer from the strip club. So, and that's how they put it together.
so I'm very curious, and it had tied the suspect in this case to a rapist of an exotic dancer in Houston at about that time. And so I'm very curious to find out at the press conference tomorrow if that is finally the link that broke this case.
Were you in Houston then? Remind me.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what do you remember about the story when the day it happened?
Sherman, what's
just
the news?
that it was
record?
stunning. And I don't know that we knew it all that day.
No.
But when you talk about the manner of death, Cheryl had been sexually assaulted and her throat was cut. And Andy was nearly decapitated. His body had been tied to a tree. The bodies were a distance apart,
Yes.
which is why it took several hours to locate Andy secondly. So it was a particularly brutal attack. And the other odd thing was a $20 bill had been left next to, I think it was Cheryl's body.
I don't recall that.
But that was a very curious.
Very odd.
Yeah. And Andy's golf clubs had been taken out
Right.
of his car.
Right, I remember that.
Yep. And the balls and the clubs had been left in a
Near
linear
Andy.
fashion, almost as if it was pointing people towards the direction of the body. So a lot of odd things about the case. And Cheryl's mom, you know, I will never forget, but during the interview we did with her, because the authorities had to hold her back, as you know, almost always happens
At the
a
crime scene.
Right, yeah.
and in a murder crime scene. And she had said, you know, Sherman, I know if they had let me go to Cheryl that day, I would have breathed life into her.
Spoken like a mother.
A
Yeah,
grieving
of
mother.
course. I want to touch on something real quick, and we're almost out of time.
Sorry.
It feels like this arrest, and we have not confirmed this because we're still waiting on a news conference from investigators, that perhaps familial DNA led them to this guy. I don't know what else could have done it 36 years later in another state.
Yeah.
It's pure speculation, but I think that you're probably onto something. It's gonna be
It reminds me of the Golden State Killer in California.
Right.
Decades went by, and it was a familiar
Rex
match
Spearman.
that connected the dots. So that's what we're still
Liz?
waiting.
You know, Rex Heuermann, look at all that. And we're not going to talk about Rex. I'm going to leave that to Hio. Hio's going to talk about Rex.
To find out.
She can do it justice. I
Well,
can't.
and what we know is that the suspect at the scene, that DNA linked to a rapist at about the same time. So I think that.
Also in Houston.
Correct. Not far away, either
Yeah.
by geography or by time. So
We'll know tomorrow.
we'll see.
Yeah,
We
we'll
will
see.
see.
Hopefully we'll find out tomorrow.
We'll know tomorrow content. Okay. We're going to switch over. All right. Now we're getting into some hairy, crazy stuff. Yeah, it sounds like you will. But I wanted, and because it's not going to happen until tomorrow, I wanted to leave that. And I think Hio's going to discuss it tomorrow because they're supposed to talk about that should all come out tomorrow for more solid answers on that. Let me get my words out here. All right. So this Michigan school employees, if the bus is rocking, let the junior high mom take a video of it and call them out. Okay, ready? Y'all ready for this?
Employees in Macomb County in.
Wait, first. Damn thing lost sound again. Grr. I don't know why StreamYard's being an ass today. Okay. You ready?
A missing dad.
The girl only had a drawing of her father. She didn't have a photo, just this drawing of her her father.
Have an update from.
Oy vey. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready for this?
Employees in Macomb County in some serious trouble tonight, appearing to be engaged in some X-rated activities on a school bus. Fox News' Jessica Dupek is here, and this all got found out because of some cell phone video, Jessica.
Yeah, we had to watch that raw cell phone video a few times. And Roop, I was really hoping that maybe they were just cleaning something off of the seats. But upon further review, it really doesn't look like it. Now, for everyone's sake, we did use the blur tool pretty heavy here tonight. While we can't show you that, we did talk to the woman, the really stunned mom that witnessed this all. Ever seen anything like this?
In movies.
Yeah, the X-rated kind. You look in the bus, what do you see?
An intense motion. At first, I thought it was just cleaning the seats, but the motion just continued.
When the bus is a rockin', don't come knocking.
I mean, I'm an adult, so kind of put two and two together.
The wheels on the bus go round and round and apparently up and down.
I grabbed that just to have proof.
Okay, Hannah. Yeah. If the bus is a rockin', don't come a knocking. Whoo!
That what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing.
We'll call this mom Katie. She was at the Chesterfield Township Walmart this week when she saw what appears to be two school employees engaged in some.
Okay. Y'all heard. You heard, right? Y'all all heard, right? Okay. Mistaken. Hello. Did I hear Walmart?
When she saw, we'll call this mom Katie. She was at the Chesterfield Township Walmart this week when she saw what appears to be two school employees engaged in some extracurricular activities. I just can't believe they weren't like trying to hide behind some bushes or something. It was boom.
No, it was blatantly in the front parking lot.
A little lesson on the birds and the bees over lunch. Katie knew she had to report it to Macomb Intermediate School District.
It's very disturbing.
Thankfully, no kids were on the bus, and the district says the two employees were put on leave, now being investigated for potential, quote, professional misconduct.
What if my kids rode that bus? I wouldn't be aware of what's going on that bus.
Yeah, all of that shock and awe aside, the district says they are taking this investigation very seriously. They added in a statement out to families that they do plan to make sure all school-related spaces are safe for the kids. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
That's so disturbing. It's taxpayers' money. That's a safe place for kids to feel like they have a clean place to sit and be safe in that area. Any indication that this may have happened before, or they think this is an isolated incident?
It's a really good question, but you look at it, Roop. I mean, they were parked right in the middle of Walmart. We were out there today. It's, of course, a busy Walmart. They definitely didn't have any shame. So you can look at it as maybe this wasn't a first time, but that would, of course, be speculation. Thankfully, though, no kids were on the bus.
Yeah, that is the best part of all. Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight.
What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people, y'all? What is wrong with people? I can't. I just can't. I can't. I don't even know. It's stupid. No harm. No foul. Just get a room, Motel 6. They'll leave the light on for you. I mean, I don't even know what to say. How in a Walmart parking lot on a school bus. Y'all, I couldn't get through that. And her dress, I'm sorry, it's hideous. I like blue, but that dress is hideous, ma'am. Hideous. Okay. So this is the Florida mom is busted for baby Roblox murder plot. This one's a little wild. So we have to listen. You have to listen close. So what's going to happen? And I did kind of, y'all, I normally do all these blind, but because of some of the content that's been coming out, I thought maybe I need to watch a little bit to make sure it's not too wild. So this lady, because I'd seen it was Roblox, it looked like a Halloween costume. Yeah, I kind of thought so too. Yeah, it looked like the curtains her grandma had. I was fixing this. I was gonna say a dress that I might have had in the '88 that I might have worn. Talking about flashback. Yeah, it was way back there. So this story is a little out there crazy. It's a Monica Lewinsky. There you go. That's what it was. It's that blue Monica Lewinsky dress. So this one's going to sound a little crazy at first. This is a story. It's about a lady who was chatting with an underage girl on Roblox and was telling her to do violent things. She was arrested. So this is totally out there, and I'm very glad that they arrested her, but it's an interesting story. It's a little like gives you goosebumps to listen to it first, but then you see the justice coming. So just squeeze your stress duck, hold on. We're going to just let it roll down our backs and we're going to roll with it. So here we go. I'm going to put these things up here.
But investigators soon learned the girl allegedly did. A 10-year-old girl is caught in a shocking plan.
Yeah, she's been telling the little girl to drop the baby, drown the baby. Her and talked about slitting our throats in the middle of the night. So how do you sleep at night now? I with one eye open.
But investigators soon learned the girl allegedly did this at the direction of someone she met online.
Well, you're being charged with principal and first degree to attempted homicide. Okay, that's what your warrant's for. So,
Attempted homicide?
yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. This is Inside the Crime presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner. It's September 26, 2024. We're in Escambia County, Florida. On that day, according to a report from the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, DCF received a tip about a 2-month-old boy who was hospitalized with a fractured skull. Officials learned this came after a 10-year-old girl dropped him on the ground. The following month, through a forensic interview, the 10-year-old revealed she befriended 36-year-old Tara Sykes on the gaming platform Roblox. But the two weren't just playing video games. According to the girl, Tara Sykes allegedly instructed her on different methods to kill the baby, including drowning him in the bathtub, burning him, and even dropping him on the tile floor. According to deputies, the girl also said in the interview that Tara instructed her on how to kill her temporary guardians, specifically by cutting their throats with a knife while they slept and burning the house down by setting bed sheets with aerosol spray on fire. The girl reportedly confessed in the interview that she did douse bed sheets in aerosol spray, but she was unable to carry out the instructions.
I didn't even know that was possible. So I know aerosols are flammable, but I never thought me spray down the sheets and curtains and light them on fire. What is wrong with you people?
One of those guardians told investigators she confronted the 10-year-old about her communication with Tara Sykes.
And when we told these are the messages we saw, that's when now, that is why she's telling the truth. And she also understands now that she's trying to make her do murder. I said, baby, that doesn't just go away. There's a consequence for it, I'm sure. But if they were to find out that you did this and you're lying, it's going to make everything worse. It's going to make everything worse for you. Nobody can get better without the truth. That's why she's here telling the truth. Is because I told her you can't run around doing all these things, because eventually you're going to hit an age where you don't just get a slap on your hand. Mm-hmm. I said, I worked in the jail, I've worked in the juvenile home, I've worked with the women, I've worked with the psychos. So it's not a fun place. It is not a fun place. She's been telling the little girl to drop the baby, drown the baby. Her and talked about slitting our throats in the middle of the night. We found sheets that didn't belong to us in her pile of sheets she was collecting, because when I confronted her about burning the house down, she's like, well, I'm not going to do it now because you caught me. So, okay. Do you even feel sorry for anything you've done? That everything I did was fine. And I'm like, no. It's not fine. Literally has it stuck in her head. This is slitting someone's throat when they're sleeping is fine. Burning a house down.
All I can think of is the psychological impact and the mental health impact that this has on this child from speaking with somebody on Roblox. Roblox
is fine. Trying to kill the baby is fine.
Because she's too young to hold
According, yeah.
To hold blame for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told her if you get caught, what you do is you just turn around and start shaking and they'll just think you're crazy. When I explained to her that she almost killed the baby by dropping him on his head because on our kitchen floor it's tile. And I told her, like, you could have killed him, you could have hurt him, you could have caused problems that he never would have been normal. I think then it clicked in her head, oh crap. For that, I asked her to do his bath, help with his bath, and have Lori go get something and push him underwater. She never did it. She's like, I never did it though. I never did. I was like, I know you didn't. Obviously he's still here, so you didn't. Asked her to make because our hot water gets like super hot. And she's like, well, get the bath as hot as possible and stick the baby in there. And everything was always blame or blame. So I think that's why she did everything she did do, was because she was scared.
According to the sheriff's office, the 10-year-old said she was terrified of Tara and felt if she didn't follow through with her instructions, she would harm or kill her as well. Later that same day, around 5:30 p.m.,
So the woman said, if you don't listen to what I said, I can harm and kill you too. This is another Roblox case. This is an adult woman speaking to a 10-year-old child on Roblox, telling her how to take out her parents or her foster parents and the child that is in the house.
through with her instructions, she would harm or kill her as well. Later that same day, around 5:30 p.m., deputies confront Tara at her home.
Excuse me, sheriff's office.
Jesus, sorry, you scared me. Honey, the cops are here.
Tara?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know.
Can you come out here and speak to us?
Yeah, they're arresting me.
Hi.
Should I do something? Okay, I haven't been home all day. My dogs are outside.
Okay.
We're not worried about a damn dog. I'm sorry, you scared the crap out of me.
Worried about her damn
It
dog.
happens sometimes. I literally just got home. I was out fishing.
Catch anything?
A little baby fish.
Freshwater fishing?
Yes, sir, downtown.
Oh, man, that's nice.
Did I miss something?
We'll explain everything too. We just got a couple of procedural things we got to do, get you secure and all that, and then
I do have an attorney. Can you call them? Do I need them present?
we can't make that decision for you.
We'll talk in a second. Just give us just a second.
Okay.
What kind of dogs you got?
Goldadors. They're service dogs.
Goldadors?
Yeah, Golden Labrador Retriever.
Right outside here. You got a bench or something you can sit on?
Yes, sir.
What do we need to do are they okay in the backyard?
No, they need to be brought in. And my husband's at work. He's on his way home. And no, sir, they don't. They're serviced.
So are they going to get out if they're staying in the backyard? What I don't want to happen is be in your house and then go to the bathroom in your house. I don't know how long your husband's going to be or anything like that.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Will
they be okay if they're left outside?
I'd prefer they not be left outside.
Okay.
Wow, so many of y'all. It's kind of intimidating.
Oh, no, nothing to be intimidated about.
I don't have anything
We're
on
nice.
me.
We're going to treat you like you're one of us.
We're all human beings.
I'm just trying to figure out what the best plan is for your dogs.
Is this door open, Sarah?
No, sir, you have to go through my home into my back and I don't have anything. Am I going to jail?
We'll talk to you in just a second. Let's just one thing at a time.
Like I said, we didn't just do a couple procedural things. Is your
to call my attorney?
is your backyard secure? Like they can't get out of it?
No, sir, they can't get out of it.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
And they're not like chained up, right? They got free range of your backyard?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have no idea. Content.
That's a golden door?
Yes, sir. It's a golden retriever Labrador. There's two of them.
There's 3 dogs back there.
Yep, and I have a pit bull.
I got you.
That's not
I was like, that's not it. Okay.
Tara appears to be confused and in disbelief as to why she's being put in handcuffs, but she was quick to lawyer up.
Can I call my attorney real quick before I speak with you guys?
Are you wanting to talk to your attorney before? I'm Investigator Lloyd, so I was going to explain everything to you once we get you to the Tahoe. So do you want to talk to your attorney before you answer any questions?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, you're being charged with principal and first degree to attempted homicide. Okay. That's what your warrant's for. So.
Attempted homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. Yes. Can I please talk with my attorney?
What do we need to do for your garage door?
If you go in by my, I'm sorry, a million miles a minute. Take your phone.
I just want to make sure it's closed so when somebody goes in your garage.
If you go in by the door near my house, my kitchen door, there's 2 buttons on the wall. It's a brown box. You just close those.
I don't want to close my deputy in there. Is that going
You can walk through my house and.
You want to lock your front door up?
Yes, please. Can I just tell you the code?
Have a key?
It's an automatic code. I am so confused. Wow, so many of y'all. What I do?
He just told you what you did.
No, but that's where I'm confused, sir. I've been home,
Okay.
and then I went fishing with my friend.
I understand that. You'll get the copy of the report at the jail.
I'm going to jail?
I would Yes.
want to know. Okay, I really need to talk to my attorney.
You'll talk to him once you get to the jail and get a phone call.
Do I have bond?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the warrant. He got the warrant. He got the paperwork. For real, I got one at a time.
Oh my gosh. I am so confused and I'm scared.
You got one at a time.
I didn't touch it. I didn't do
It's not
anything.
about fishing, ma'am. We're not fishing no more. I think the fishing days are over with.
Are you going to pick up my husband? Did y'all double lock me?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God. What'd I do?
Exactly, Hio. Scared. Be scared there.
Hey, Lord, is it already on the server?
Yeah, it's already active.
All right, I'm going to take her
I appreciate it. Well, let me fill this out real quick.
and give it to her. Okay. Hawk. Yeah.
My husband and
Yeah, she'll be fishing. She'll be fishing, but that's called sending kites, right? It's not about the small fish. Whoo, yeah, she gonna be sending kites in prison. That's the closest fishing she gonna get, right?
doesn't go getting worried.
Well, you better make a phone call in the jail. No, he said he got to give up a property receipt for a phone and stuff.
Is there any way you guys can charge my phone so I can get the numbers out of it?
The jail will let you do that.
Bitch, you so needy. She wants to charge her phone to get numbers out of it. You know what they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you this. Okay, well, they may not, but I'll tell you what they told me. The one time that I was arrested for my little tile incident, which y'all heard about on my past streams, not the guy that accused me of knocking his tiles over, they handed me my phone and they gave me a black permanent marker and they said, write the number you want on your arm so you don't forget it with black permanent marker. And I was so scared. It was I was so scared. And they're like, yeah, just write. And I'm like, but what if they don't answer? And he says, well, then get 2 numbers out of your phone, but you're only going to get your phone this one time to write a number down. I was like, I was so scared.
I don't know what I'm going to jail for.
Tara is charged with first-degree attempted murder while engaged in aggravated child abuse. She maintains her innocence while she's loaded up in the squad car and appears to try and get in contact with her husband, who reportedly is very familiar with deputies too. Online records show Tara and her husband James were arrested in May of 2024 and were charged with child neglect.
Okay. They were arrested in May of 2024. I think this video was October 2024. Right? Write it on your forehead. Says February. I'm sorry. That says February. That says May 28, 2024 in Escambia County, Florida. Tara Sykes did willfully intentionally commit the offense of child neglect endangerment by allowing an adult male who impregnated her 14-year-old daughter to live under their same residence, placing the child in danger and mental fear as follows. And then the same date, same county, James Sykes, same thing, placing child. How do you let I'm just going to be quiet. You're going to let some man move in your house and No, sir, we don't do those kind of things.
And child abuse after they let a 20-year-old man who impregnated James's 14-year-old daughter live in their home for over 5 months throughout the pregnancy. According to deputies, James's pregnant daughter.
I responded to blah, 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 Robertson Road to assist investigator Rogers with the Department of Children and Families, DCF, speak with several individuals pertaining to a 14-year-old female identified as blank who is 31 weeks pregnant and possibly suffering from malnutrition. Upon my arrival, I was listening to DCF investigators speak with ST Sykes about her 14-year-old daughter pregnancy. While listening, I also asked several questions, and after several lies by ST Sykes, which ultimately led to ST Sykes into admitting that she and her husband, SJ Sykes, knew that their daughter was pregnant in November 2023 by a 20-year-old acquaintance of theirs, OP Kyle Jacob Myers. During this time, both ST Sykes and SJ Sykes failed to report the known sexual battery by OP Myers, who was 20 years old, against her, who was 14-year-old child. ST Sykes and SJ Sykes also endangered V in December 2023 by allowing OP Myers to live inside their home where she lives. Yes, you're affiant. Here we go with those affiant things. I mean, y'all, this is just not, and Cindy, and I think about that, it's just, what is wrong?
Also showed signs of possible malnourishment. As of now, those cases are reportedly still active. But let's turn back to Tara's current situation, now that she's sitting in a squad car heading to the Escambia County Jail.
You said this was a what? A felony?
Yeah, you'll get the copy of the report. I'm about to go pick it up in a second.
I'm about to say, what report? I'm confused. Y'all just put me in handcuffs and put me in a car.
Car 279. The complaint is something charity type. 10-4, I think we got the address from his name to 5800. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to.
You know the use the restroom?
Yeah, at the jail. Once you get booked.
She wants to use the restroom. Don't pee in the car, ma'am.
10-4 a.m. That's not going to be the 5800. I guess is in there. I'm not sure. My 37 got the address.
How is this going to affect my bond?
You heard her say that, right? How is this going to affect my bond? Because she is currently out on bond for the child endangerment stuff previously.
Your bond is already set by the judge until you go to first appearance.
But I'm currently out on bond, sir.
Well, that's something that you're gonna have to do. I don't know. I've never been arrested and out on bond, so you're gonna have to deal with that.
That cop killed me. I don't know, ma'am. I ain't never been arrested and been on bond. I love that cop. Such a smart ass.
First appearance.
Oh my God. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, the date on the camera is October 18th, 24.
So I'm going to have to stay in jail overnight?
Whatever your report say.
Michigan and Nashville.
And I believe this was on a Friday.
279.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Whatever the judge say, if you get a bond or not.
10-4.
Since it's Friday, will I have to wait till Monday to see a judge?
That I don't know. It's up to the system. This how it works. Law enforcement rights reports, it gets approved and sent to the judge. after the judge signs off on it, law enforcement don't have no other hands on it but to arrest you and take you to jail. Whatever the judge and they schedule and all that, that's what the courts and what they decide. As soon as we write our reports and we send it to the judge sign off on a warrant. The judge said everything. It should be on the report where you have your court date and your first appearance. You're going to have first appearance regardless. I just don't know when. It's up to the jail. It's up to the courts, and it's whatever the jail, whatever their schedule says. We don't have no hands with first appearance or what court dates be assigned on warrants.
Is there a warrant for my husband for anything?
I don't know.
I'm just as confused as whatever because I saw the name. I haven't spoken.
The child's name.
Somebody on the report.
She saw the child's name on the report on that, which they have it blocked out, but on that monitor in the front of his car, she's seen what it said.
Right here?
Yeah. I have not violated that at all.
Well, you'll get the copy of the full report to find out why you're in this situation.
What you're arresting me for? Am I going away for a long time?
Man, I just picked you up on a warrant. I didn't do the report. So we got called and said you had a warrant for your arrest, and we showed up and brought you in.
As Tara continues to express confusion over her arrest, the officer reads her charges aloud, and Tara appears to be in disbelief.
I did have a warrant, but I really feel like my attorney should have said, hey, you have a warrant, you need to come in, we need to talk about it, you need to go turn yourself in or something. Because I have no idea what I'm being arrested for. I haven't even been around.
What on here it says, intentionally committed one count offense, principle of first degree to attempted murder while engaged in aggravated child abuse.
What?
While instructing to purposely drop on the floor and attempted to end his life.
Oh my God! I had nothing to do with that.
So that's what it says.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
3905 West Mallory
I've
Street.
never even met the baby.
I understand that, but you just something that you're gonna have to.
Oh my God!
Something that you're gonna have to get a hold of right there.
Oh my God!
It would have destroyed evidence. Yep.
They told my attorney what I was getting. I've never even met that baby.
41026.
He charged or something. I've never even met him.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh my God! No, you don't. No, you don't, sir. I've never even met that baby. And all my visits are supervised at Lakeview.
I understand.
Isn't this on video? How do I fight that?
You got first appearance in court.
Oh my God!
Hold on a second.
Oh my God! Oh my God! This is a setup. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! This is not be happening. You don't understand. All my visits are supervised.
I understand that. And like I said, the deputy that's investigating this case, he sees your iPhone and your Apple Watch.
Okay, sees it. Yeah, no, that's
That's when you get something showing this property receipt for.
There's nothing on it.
I got you.
Oh my God.
A spokesperson for Roblox provided a statement to Wear News 3, confirming the two accounts did communicate on their platform, but those conversations were, quote, in policy and did not contain the alleged instructions for violence that resulted in the arrest of Sykes. Prosecutors agreed to drop Tara's charges of first-degree premeditated homicide, solicitation, and child cruelty after she pleaded no contest to a child neglect charge. She was sentenced to 11 months and 30 days in prison, but the judge granted her over 400 days of time served, avoiding any time behind bars. Tara Sykes
Didn't expect that ending, did y'all? Let's rewind just a second.
Conversations were, quote, in policy and did not contain the alleged instructions for violence that resulted in the arrest of Sykes. Prosecutors agreed to drop Tara's charges of first-degree premeditated homicide, solicitation, and child cruelty after she pleaded no contest to a child neglect charge. She was sentenced to 11 months and 30 days in prison, but the judge
Pled to a child neglect charge. Sentenced to 11 months and 30 days in prison. Gave her time.
Granted her over 400 days of time served, avoiding any time behind bars. Tara Sykes still remains in the Escambia County Jail on her child neglect case involving her husband James's teenage daughter. Both of them are due back in court in April. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Inside the Crime. I'm Elizabeth Miller.
So they're due back in court in April next month. I cannot wait. I would love to do a follow-up on this one. I found it completely interesting that Roblox, the Roblox things threw me for a loop. I was so mad. Okay. So I have a couple other ones. This one, I haven't watched this one. So this one will be Blind React. I have not watched it at all. I pulled it up and it said a Lululemon shoplifter gets caught. And I was like, ooh, this sounds cool. But I want to do this one blind. So I just kind of skimmed through and they just stood outside and talked. She got arrested. And I was like, okay. And it's not Florida. It's not Florida for once. It's not Florida. Sweetheart deal. I know.
In Illinois, at a Lululemon store, Lake County officers are dispatched for a possible shoplifting suspect. Little did they know, their investigation would just get weirder and weirder.
Can you tell me your name, ma'am? Shakia, S-H-E-K-Y-A. All right, I got to see your driver's license. You're going to use in the car? Yeah. Don't close the door. Don't close the door. Okay. Hit me. That's battery of peace, officer. Step out. I'm not.
Ma'am, calm down. Don't close the door on him. Just chill out.
Okay. Just grab your purse. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle, ma'am. I'm not going to ask you again. Okay. Step out. Okay. Step out of the car.
Listen to him.
Actually, can I check it now? Give me the car keys. Huh? You're going to give me the car keys. You're not getting back in the vehicle. Okay, can you check it on? There's clothes in here with tag on it. Huh? There you go. Can you tell me your full name? Shakira. Give me 1 second. I'll be with you. All right? Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Listen, ma'am. I just need you to relax. Okay? I'm just putting on my pants. I understand. Listen. I'm just going to run this. Okay. We've gotten a lot of complaints from this store about thefts. Okay. The vehicle matches the description of the vehicle that's been constantly robbing this place. Okay. Robbing? Yes, ma'am. Listen. There's a couple things we have to verify first. You understand? All right. All right. So I just need you to take a deep breath. Calm down. Let me run this. I'll verify that it's you, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay. Can I go back and pay for my clothes? Just wait 1 second. Ma'am. If nothing comes out of this, you're free to go on your way. I just need you to calm down, okay? All right? Why are you parked in a handicap spot? I don't know. I just parked. What? I just parked. I didn't even think. You didn't think? No. You got any other kind of identification on you by chance? No, this was it? Because you understand this is an identification card, right? Same driver's license. It's an identification card. Am I able to open the door? 10, so you give us 20. Am I able just so I can get my other ID? Ma'am, we have to kind of ask you these questions first, okay? Because there's a lot of implications to what can and cannot happen, you know what I mean? Okay. That's why we have to run our course and why we approach you the manner that we did, okay? Okay. All right? This is an identification card. This isn't a driver's license. You're aware?
Okay. I have a question. Is she wearing some kind of bodysuit underneath her outfit? What is this up and down her belly? And I'm just asking for my purposes. Does she have like one of those girdle things? No, she's for arresting for stealing. So I haven't watched it all. So we're doing this blind. So we're gonna see if they have video of her stealing. But yeah, look at her waist. It's a tummy. Okay, it's a tummy shaper. But I have a question. Don't you normally wear that under your clothes? A waist trainer. Okay. I thought you're supposed to wear it under your clothes, and she's got a huge upper deck too, so a girdle. I call him a girdle. Y'all talk a waist trainer, tummy shaper. I say a girdle. I guess I'm older, so I don't know. We call them girdles. You know. Yeah, right. Having a big butt, new look, thin waist. I don't have a thin. I might have a thin waist under some fat rolls, maybe, but I don't know. And that's what I keep thinking was a girdle. She took off her pants. Whew.
That right?
Yeah.
You understand that it's an ID card, not a driver's license, and you drove here.
Yes.
Okay, you understand how none of this is making sense to us? You don't have a driver's license. You drove here. You parked in the handicap spot.
I apologize.
She parked in the handicap spot too, ma'am.
I mean, it's not something to apologize. We're just trying to understand the train of thought. You understand what I'm saying?
I was just trying to go in and out, and that's it.
I'm letting you know right now, at the moment you're detained, okay? You're not free to go. Right? I need you to understand that. Okay? Because if you had decided to start the vehicle and drive off.
Why would I drive off if y'all right here? I wasn't going to drive
because you were
off.
trying to get into the vehicle. You know what I mean?
You asked me to get my ID.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But you don't have to sit inside the vehicle for that.
Right.
You know
I wasn't going to
it's
drive
okay.
off.
Just give us a second, all right?
But what am I being detained for?
Because we have an ongoing active investigation regarding the Lululemon, this vehicle that matches the exact same description.
What is it? The exact same, like.
It's the vehicle.
It's the vehicle.
In question. Okay.
Okay, but this not my vehicle. This one.
I understand that.
Can y'all grab my phone for me so I could call somebody then?
Just give us a second.
Okay. Come on, sit down.
You can have a seat on the curb if you would like. Yeah.
So wait, you can't sit down then, right?
Huh?
So you had the procedure done?
Yeah, I could sit down, but like on like some soft.
So something said we're attached. Did they come back to anything else?
Mike, are you going to be good out here? Can I go back in the store?
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just go inside real quick.
The officer now goes inside the Lululemon and is able to get a picture of the shoplifter from employees. He then returns outside to the suspect to use the picture to ID her.
All right, ma'am. What you got? So,
they talking about I'm being detained.
Yeah, that's right.
Yo, yeah, that's definitely her. We got her.
I'm not going nowhere, I promise you.
Yeah, it's a positive ID. Okay, it's positive. Ma'am, I need you to step over here, please. I need you to step over here.
I'm going to call rescue for you.
Okay. Let me just
Hands off changing clothes. That's why it's blurred out. So who said that up? Somebody said that up here. Somebody said that Teresa said it up here. Teresa, I think, said it up there. That she was taking her pants off. And I was like, what? I don't know that. Because I watched this blind. So Teresa, you jumped ahead of me. Damn it.
I need you to step over here.
I'm going to call rescue for you.
Okay. Let me just put this in here, please.
No driver's license. Handicap parking. Changing her clothes in public.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm saying to hell, he's looking like.
You're detained at this moment. I want you to understand that.
You already told me that. I was fully aware that.
Well, like handcuffed detained.
Oh, okay.
It's one, right?
Let's go ahead and stand up.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and stand up.
Stand up.
Okay,
I'm not going to ask again.
Yeah, come on.
Why you
stand up? Wait, I'm going to call rescue. They're going to figure that out. We're going to work with you on that. Why don't you stand up? Stand up.
Stand up, ma'am. Oh, I'm not going to ask again.
Okay.
Turn around.
Okay.
Okay. Can I put this
face him? Face him.
Okay.
Turn around right now.
Face me.
I'm facing you.
Back a little bit so I can shut the door.
No, you're not doing this. You're not doing this. Mike, grab her.
Thank you for the
Come on.
You got to pull.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Unknown medical reason.
lemon pound cake.
Hey. You cannot do
Listen,
that.
hey,
Get up.
you've been cool with me, right?
Yes.
Then continue that. Turn over.
Okay.
Turn over.
I'm finna get up.
Turn over.
Can you help me up?
Turn over.
Okay, can you help
Listen,
me
I'm
up?
telling you, it's going to hurt a lot more if you turn over. It's going to be a lot easier for you if you just sit up. I'll have you sit down here, but you are detained, okay?
Okay, but
you've been cool with me, right?
Listen, can I pour this up? Listen, listen. You can look
You'll
right.
pull that up?
Yes, I'm just.
We're not trying to look it up. Just pull that up.
I'm talking about this.
Pull this up.
Listen, okay.
Pull that up.
You see?
Okay, pull this back up. Pull that back up. You've been cool with me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Continue that.
he acting crazy.
Just continue that. Pull your pants up.
Okay.
Pull your pants up.
My pants.
Yes. Pull
Okay.
it up. You're not making it easy for yourself. You're really not. You're really not.
We know who you are, man.
So turn up.
Right. And the Oscar goes to, okay, y'all, I have to make a quick restroom run. All this coffee's gotten to me. I'm gonna let it play, but I have the volume up so I can hear it. I know these cops, these poor cops. Oh my God. She was sticking drugs. She was not content. Girl. Did she really? You jumped ahead. I'm not even, nope. I'm gonna hit play and I'm gonna go. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Come here.
You have multiple
Are you able to sit up? You able to sit up?
Yes.
Stay there.
Can I sit up?
Stay there.
Can I sit up for a second?
Put your hands behind your back. I'm not going to ask you again. You've been cool with me, right?
Yes.
And continue that. Continue that way, right?
Yep. Can I pull my pants up?
I told you to pull it up before.
What are you doing?
Give me
your hand.
A woman supposed to be doing this.
No, that's not how this works.
No.
Yes, but I don't.
Do not resist arrest.
Put the cuffs on me,
I'm trying to.
Please.
I'm trying
Can
to.
you come and put the cuffs on me?
He's not going to do that. That's not how this
I'm trying to. You're not letting me give you your hand. You're not letting me get your hand. So
Can you please put
let
the
this
cuffs on
this
me?
go. I'm trying to.
I'm trying
here.
too.
I know. That's why I'm grabbing your hand.
Okay, huh? Here you go.
So let's go. Don't.
What?
Let it-
Wait, how you doing it?
I'm trying to
we're
do
not
that.
doing this.
I'm
We're not doing this.
I'm asking you. Hey, you hurting me.
No one's hurting you.
No one's
Listen,
come on.
You are.
Give
You're
us the
making
other-
this
give us
harder
the
on
other
you.
hand.
You are.
Call another one.
What?
Call another good. 72. If we can get another unit here, please. Let go of your hand. I'm trying to cuff you like you said, right? You want me to cuff you, right?
Yes, I don't want him touching me. I'm
Grab
believing.
that hand, man. Just grab that hand.
I'm believing.
We're not going to be. We have to move her out of this crevice.
I'm believing.
It's not gonna-
Okay, can I get up?
Get up.
Okay, listen, I'm finna get up. You ain't gotta pull me. Okay,
I'm
listen.
hoping.
Can I grab onto your back?
Grab onto me. It's fine.
Okay.
Ready? Now turn over.
No.
Face the vehicle.
Turn over.
Face the vehicle.
There you go. There you go.
Now this is all messed up. Hold on.
What am I being training for?
Retail theft. I told you that already.
What the?
I gotta undo this, okay? So it doesn't hurt you, okay?
Well, you the one that put it on me like that. You acting like a idiot.
Stop. Don't be
Like what the
moving.
fuck? If you don't be quiet, they're gonna make it hard. Okay. Wait, let me fix it.
Stop!
I got one. It's bleeding. What the fuck?
Stop resisting!
Stop.
Do not stop.
Hey, you don't need your hand down there. Let me just put your pants on.
Thank you, man.
Just listen to the men.
Don't move because it's going to lock and it's going to be tightened, okay? Don't move.
Don't move, otherwise it's gonna hurt.
It's going to tighten.
Do not move.
We're going to have to take her back to the squad car. We're going to go this way. We're going to go over here.
I'm trying
Get her in there.
to help you. Wait, I gotta sit on some sauce.
No, you're sitting there. We're not doing that. Sit down.
I can't. Why you being so? Why you acting like that? I didn't do shit to you.
Hey,
you don't even know me.
Hey, I don't have to know you.
Okay, don't act like that to me.
Hey, if you gotta
I
sit
didn't
down-
do shit to you.
Hey.
I can't sit on my butt.
I'm saying you drove here, you sat down.
Yes, not on nothing hard. It's hard as hell. That's soft.
We don't got anything soft like that.
I've been corrupted.
Here, I'll go get some.
This suspect, whose real name is Khadija Terry, has an extensive criminal history involving multiple retail thefts and fraud cases. In 2015, when she was 21 years old, Khadija attempted to use fraudulent gift cards at a Walgreens in Indiana. When police were called to the Walgreens, they found 32 MasterCard and Visa gift cards in her purse. Before being brought in for questioning, Khadija told police she was pregnant and experiencing pain, so she needed to go to the hospital. However, on the way to the hospital, she jumped out of the ambulance. When medics and police restrained her, she allegedly struck an officer in the process. She later was determined to not be pregnant and was charged with felony fraud, felony battery, felony identity deception, and resisting. She took a plea deal, pleading guilty to fraud while all other charges were dismissed, and was sentenced to 270 days in jail. Then in 2017, Khadija allegedly attempted to shoplift $1,140 worth of merchandise at a Dick's Sporting Goods in Indiana. When police arrived, she reportedly fled in a stolen vehicle and then allegedly tried to run over police officers and rammed a squad.
Oh my good Lord. That was just like I was over flooded with info there. I'm going to back that up just a second. Holy smokes. I'm gonna blah 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 blah. That was going so. Whew. Okay, back it up just a second. I want to see all her charges. I was trying to get back over here so I can see her charges. Okay.
Extensive criminal history involving multiple retail thefts and fraud cases. In 2015, when she was 21 years old, Khadija attempted to use fraudulent gift cards at a Walgreens in Indiana. When police were called to the Walgreens, they found 32 MasterCard and Visa gift cards in her purse. Before being brought in for questioning, Khadija told police she was pregnant and experiencing pain, so she needed to go to the hospital. However, on the way to the hospital, she jumped out of the ambulance. When medics and police restrained her, she allegedly struck an officer in the process. She later was determined to not be pregnant and was charged with felony fraud, felony battery, felony identity deception, and resisting. She took a plea deal, pleading guilty to fraud while all other charges were dismissed, and was sentenced to 270 days in jail. Then in 2017, Khadija allegedly attempted to shoplift $1,140 worth of merchandise at a Dick's Sporting Goods in Indiana. When police arrived, she reportedly fled in a stolen vehicle and then allegedly tried to run over police officers.
Glad to see you, Maria. I'm so glad to see you tonight. This lady is just all these. Fled in a reported stolen vehicle, running police over. She wasn't pregnant. She told him she was pregnant, needed to go to the hospital. Yeah, she's whew. She needs her own private cell there.
And rammed a squad. She was then charged with 2 counts of felony attempted murder, 3 counts of resisting law enforcement, felony attempted theft, and 2 counts of felony attempted battery with a deadly weapon. She took a plea deal, pleading guilty to 1 count of resisting and both counts of attempted battery with a deadly weapon while all other charges were dismissed. She was then sentenced to 7 years in prison. Exactly 7 years later, in July 2024, when she was released, the incident in this body cam footage took place in Illinois. For this incident,
She was released 7 years. For all that. And now you see where she's at, stealing things. Crime does not pay.
she was charged with 2 counts of resisting a peace officer, attempted retail theft, unlawful use of identification, obstruction of identification, unauthorized use of handicap parking, and operating a motor vehicle with no valid driver's license for over 6 months. Then just 4 months after this incident in November 2024, Khadija was allegedly involved in yet another retail theft incident at a mall in Illinois. She reportedly fled from police in an Audi Q5 when they attempted to perform a traffic stop and then crashed into a Lexus SUV. Officers then removed her from the Audi, and after being transported to a nearby hospital, she allegedly caused approximately $7,000 worth of damage to a hospital bed. A short clip from this incident details her attitude when police attempt to get her out of the vehicle.
That's myself. I'm by myself. What am I under arrest for?
You just fled from me, okay? You're under arrest. You backed into my car, and then you fled, and then you caused another crash. You ready? You ready?
Oh, that hurt my boobs.
So dumb.
Oh, that hurt my boobs when she hit that ground. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. Whoo, that hurt my boobs when she hit the ground. Okay, we're gonna back it up. We're gonna let her hit the ground one more time.
Into my car, and then you fled, and then you caused another crash. You ready? You ready? So dumb.
She was subsequently charged with 2 counts of felony aggravated fleeing and eluding, felony criminal damage to property, resisting, driving with a suspended license, improper turn, and failure to signal in a motor vehicle. She took a plea deal, pleading guilty to 1 count of aggravated fleeing and eluding while all other charges were dismissed. She was sentenced to 30 months in prison.
You notice the way she just casually strolls past those officers as soon as they make contact? That's not confusion, that's experience. That's someone hoping confidence buys time because a quick, quiet getaway is often plan A. Then the investigation starts and one officer positions near the front of her car. And I'll be honest, I never like that spot because some people will drive straight through you to escape, and that vest will not protect you. Now watch the moment
I like this guy. I watch him often.
she's told she's detained. She goes back to her car and starts changing clothes, but she's also reaching inside that car. And this is where a stop turns tense real fast because we don't know if it's a hoodie or a weapon. Even retired, my pulse jumps watching it because cops don't just rewatch scenes like this. We relive them and remember what they feel like. Instead of running, the strategy changes. You start seeing hesitation, confusion, and sudden medical issues right when the cuffs appear. That's not really about passing out. It's a last-second attempt to regain control of a situation that just got real. Because for some people, the theft wasn't the stressful part. Being held accountable is, and officers recognize that immediately, which is why they keep moving forward even while someone is screaming. Not to punish someone, but to bring the moment back under control before it turns into something nobody can undo.
In Waukegan, Illinois.
Okay, we're gonna watch. This is a short one. This is a Chinese live streamer got busted because, well, not busted, but she got called out and lost 140,000 followers because her filter broke. You know, those great filters. So the filter broke. So let's watch. And always know all my everything we watch tonight will be in the description box after the stream is done.
A Chinese live streamer lost 140K followers after her filter malfunctioned. Let's go. A Chinese live streamer recently lost approximately 140K followers on Chinese TikTok live stream when a beauty filter malfunctioned, revealing her unfiltered face. The technical glitch caused a pale, smooth, small-faced appearance to drop, shocking viewers and prompting a mass unfollowing. The incident has sparked intense online debate regarding authenticity versus the immense pressure on creators to maintain idealized images. Let's go to the video. Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, it's really different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. Come
Look
on,
at that.
man.
It looks like two persons.
It's two different people.
Oh,
It
yeah,
looks like two different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't know they even had filters that could do this. Okay, y'all, that tells you how uneducated I am with filters and stuff. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening here. That I'm gonna rewind it just a second, and you could see the two different. That's you. Hio gonna be on here with big filters. We're gonna look. We're gonna think it's Hio, and it's actually somebody completely different. Don't let her lie to you because she looks like me. So Hio, she's not gonna get away with it. Yes, a huge filter malfunction. I think it is crazy because right here on this pause screen, she's actually cute. And then the filter that they put on it is like shocking. I mean, it's a total different look.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, it's really different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. Come on, man.
It looks like two persons.
It's two different people.
Oh,
It
yeah,
looks like two different people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the Asian version is the filter, right? Am I right on that? I'm like, what now? Here's your filter. Watch.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we go here. You see, like, her face is wider.
Yeah.
Her eyes are smaller. She's darker in appearance. And the whole shape of her face is different.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, and she's not a bad looking young lady either,
No,
right?
she's beautiful,
She's pretty,
though.
right? Yeah, she's pretty. But my thing is, this is a case of deception. Why do you think those 140K followers stopped following her?
Maybe because they are disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I would be disappointed too. It's like, yo, damn, you're not who I thought you was.
Yeah.
You know, as far as appearance. So yeah, that's a shame that that had to happen. But then again,
No, but we cannot blame her also, like, because we don't know what the story, why she doing that thing. We don't know what the story,
right,
why
right.
she's doing it.
Right. We don't know.
So we cannot.
But ma'am, I understand what she's trying to say. We don't know the story of why she's doing it, but the fact that she felt it was so necessary to make herself look completely different, I find that very offensive. I'm just saying. I'm me, and if you don't like me for who I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell you, I don't beat around the bush with that kind of stuff. Yes, the lady talking, her lips were perfect.
Can't judge her
Yeah, we
based on
cannot
that,
judge
right?
her because of that incident. What
Right.
happened?
Yeah, but then again, that's Chinese TikTok, you know, so maybe in China she's not
Yes.
considered pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But to me, she's not
Yeah,
a bad looking
she's-
young lady. She's pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty though.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's
Unfortunately,
pretty
this
with or
had to
without.
happen, but AI, it failed her. You know, this is the case of a beauty
She was
filter
pretty.
working against you.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think in the comment section because
I thought she was completely pretty, and I saw no reason for that. That's why I was like, either one of them were beautiful. The pointy face is popular in Asia, you believe? I did look, I did one one time I played with AI on TikTok, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I play it and Hio's seen it. AI did me wrong. I've only played with it a couple times. One time I played with it and made me this crazy ass person dancing. I don't even know how to fix it. And I did another one where it made my hair flip around on TikTok. And I was like, "Ooh, this is weird. This is really," it was me, it was my face. It didn't have no like makeup filter or anything, but it made me toss my hair around looking like some weirdo. And I was like, yeah. See, and I was like, yeah, this one, I don't even know where it's at. I'd have to look at find it, but it totally did me wrong on this one AI thing. Pale is what's up in China. Yeah, see, and I don't know, man. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. Just not for me. All right, we've been here a couple hours, so um if does anybody want to come up, hang out for a minute or anything? If not, we can go. I was just hanging out. I don't have nothing else for tonight. I just had a little bit. I know everybody out there misusing TikTok and all that. I don't use TikTok a lot. Yes, yes, actually I was. It was actually kind of scary. I wonder if I could even pull it up. I wonder if I could even pull it up. Let's see. Hang on. Let me see if I can pull it up just for fun. Let's see. I may not have posted it because I was embarrassed because I thought it was totally crazy. No, I didn't post it because it was really weird. It was really weird. I didn't post it. No, but y'all don't have to come up. I'm just sticking it out there. If y'all want to come up and hang out or anything, have anything to say about what we streamed about, I try to open it at the very end to just say, hey, anything caught your eye today? Anything else you want to talk about? Hang out before we go. Lola, come say hi before we go. Lola, come here. Come here, baby. Come say hi. All right, come say hi. You come say hi. You say hi. You say hi. Up here, look. Up here, say hi. You look up, say hi. Say hi. You want to tell everybody hi? There's my girl. There's mommy's girl. Y'all don't have to come up. I'm just offering it, guys. I don't ever put it up there. Fast Wizard made it back. Well, welcome back, Fast Wizard. You're shy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Good to see you back, Fast Wizard. You found your way back? Yeah, you did. You're new here. Yeah, Lola's my baby. We need to make little things for her when we get to where we're monetized. Those are going to be my little icons. Glitter sent me some really pretty icon things to be able emojis to use. And I need to get a couple of Lola and me that we can use once I'm monetized. That's what I look forward to is using the little emojis. There's a good girl. There's mama girl. There's mama girl. I know. So anyways, yes, Hio's new here. So if anybody needs help with anything, Hio's your girl. She's new. She doesn't know what she's doing, and she'll just talk you to death. I don't know. You go up next time after you download the filter. What's this channel about? Well, this channel is about anything and everything. We review whatever we want to talk about, and we just kind of hang out. And we're animal friendly. We're animal friendly. What can we say about that? And we review true crime things. Right, baby? Right, baby? Where's a good girl? Okay. With that, I'm going to let y'all go. And I'm going to go play with my baby for a little bit. So before we leave, as always,
you is smart, you is kind, you is important. You is smart, you is kind, you is important.
I felt the need to play it twice. I felt the need to play it twice tonight. Just so before I could leave, I can always tell y'all, peace, rubber out. You have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging with me.
Life's a ride on a rickety old track.